الله وجود قدم بقى مخالفته للحوادث قيامه بنفسه وحدانية قدرة إرادة علم حي سمع بصر كلام قادرا مريدا عالما حيا سميعا بصيرا متكلما الله 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 الله
Bismillah الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وصلى على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. So inshallah we're going to begin where we start off. We're going to begin where we left off at, inshallah. Which, well, alhamdulillah, up to this point, what we did was this first class we had some introductions. I introduced myself, mentioned the trip to Yemen, the summer Dawra of Dal Mustafa 2008. We went over the Muqaddimat al-Ashr, the 10 prefaces of the science, the 10 things the person should know when they get into a science. We discussed those with a little bit of detail. I introduced the 2 study books. This one that I passed out to the brothers and sisters here upstairs. Lessons in Divine Unity for Beginners, which basically is a translation into English of the book Duroos At Tawheed, Lessons in Tawheed. And the second book, because we said there's 2 books, Al-Mufid Liqari'i Duroos At Tawheed, which is an explanation of the book, without the book itself, but an explanation of the important points, the important points of the book in a question and answer form. So he'll say Su'al, Jawab, question, answer, and that's the whole book goes like that. So those are the 2 books we're going to be using, inshallah. But also we'll use from some other books too, but these are the 2 primary books we're going to be using, inshallah. And then what I also wanted to do was to introduce some English books that cover this science with the correct methodology. Akhi, can you do me a favor? Can you go behind there and just make sure that everything is clear? Shukran, Akhi. Make sure, because I wasn't sitting here when I did it. I don't know how if move it if need be. You should, everything is good. It's good? All right, inshallah. Because I want to make sure that these books, the video can get in, inshallah. Tell you. So I brought some books from home. So this is this table. With the 10 sciences, you stopped at number 9. We didn't get through all 10. We didn't get through all 10? No, I just, because, yeah. Unless I missed it. We stopped at, You know which one it was we didn't Where did we get the source of the sciences? The last one we did. We didn't get to. Oh, okay. No, I mentioned that, but I'll say it again, inshallah. No, we got the source of the science? Oh, okay. You said we only got up to the source of the science. Yeah, we didn't. The hukm al-shari', the judgment of the sharia. Yeah, we didn't get to. Jazakallah khair. See, that's what I said. Man, alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair. This we got some brothers here to be like, wait a second. Stop the train, you know what I mean? Alhamdulillah. Here it is. Hukm al-shari' fihi. So those who are not right, we're going to do Bukhari John, inshallah. Come at the end of the 2 months, like the first class, brother, you mentioned the hadith so-and-so. No, but what it is, inshallah, the judgment of the Islamic law concerning the science is al-wujub al-ayni ala kulli mukallafin min dhakarin wa untha. Okay, the judgment of the Sharia concerning this science is that it is fard ayn. It is wujub ayni on every Muslim. They must know this science is fard ayn upon every mukallaf, whether it's a male or a female, upon everyone who was post-pubescent, over 15 years of age, or has had a period or had a wet dream, or any of these things. It becomes incumbent upon them to know what is necessary for Allah. They have to know Allah's existence is not a maybe. It's not maybe he could exist. It's necessary for Allah to exist. He must exist. It's not that maybe Allah is alive. Allah Ta'ala has to be alive. He is a Hayy al-Qayyum. And he has to be alive with a hayat, with a life that does not resemble the lives of his creatures. It's not dependent upon the soul being inside of a body. It's not dependent upon a time or a space or someone bringing it into existence. It's not a temporal life, but it is an everlasting life that Allah Ta'ala has. So Allah Ta'ala and his qualities is necessary, meaning it's wajib. This is the closest translation to wajib in English is necessary. Meaning like it is a must. It must be. There is no way, there's no other way to look at it except that it has to be that way. And for it to not be that way is an impossibility. Right? So it is wajib for every Muslim to know that what is wajib about Allah Ta'ala, meaning what is necessary for Allah, what is impossible for Allah, and what's possible for Allah. Right? We all have to know that as Muslims. We all have to know Allah Ta'ala is the all-seeing, the all-hearing, the all-knowing, the all-powerful. Allah Ta'ala is the willing, the one who, when he wills, it happens the way he wills, and no one can reverse Allah Ta'ala's will. No one can say Allah wills that, but I want to do it like this. No. Only what Allah Ta'ala wills is going to happen. مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ كَانَ وَمَا لَمْ يَشَاء لَمْ يَكُنْ. Whatever Allah Ta'ala wills will be. Whatever he does not will can never happen. You know what I'm saying? So these are qualities of Allah Ta'ala. These are necessary. So a Muslim should know there are certain things that are necessary for Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And we have to know those. It's wajib to know those things about Allah. And it's also wajib to know what is impossible for Allah. Like Allah can't die. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala cannot stop existing. Nothing, Allah Ta'ala cannot be blind to anything. It can't be, I'm going to hide this from Allah. Hopefully Allah ain't going to see me do this. No. You said the word of kufr, man. You can't say, Allah, maybe Allah ain't going to see me do this. That's the danger zone. Muslim has to know. It's wajib to know. Nothing is hidden to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Inna Allah la yakhfa alayhi shay'un fil ardi wa la fis sama'. Indeed, Allah, there is nothing hidden to him on the earth or in the sky. He's the one that created you in the wombs of your mothers however he willed. هو الذي يصوركم في الأرحام كيف يشاء. لا إله إلا هو العزيز الحكيم. You know, so Allah Ta'ala, He gave you a form and a shape in the darkness of your mother's womb where she couldn't even see you. You think you're going to hide something from him? So the thing, we got to know, there's certain things that's wajib for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the knowledge of that is wajib. It's wajib. And not only that, but the lack of that knowledge can also make a person be vulnerable to misunderstandings. If you don't stand up on something, you'll fall for anything. And if you don't know how Allah must be, then someone else can trick you into thinking Allah is how He's not. So it's a necessary science. It's a very necessary science to know, and it's wajib upon every mukallaf, male and female. And I gave a khutbah, it was Friday the 13th of last month, and I was talking, yeah, right? And it was horrifying for some people. I'm telling you, but alhamdulillah, because what I was saying, basically, milk time is over. This is meat time now. I'm talking to carnivores now. I'm not talking to the milk lovers. The days of chocolate milk and Nestle Quick is over. The Quick Bunny or whoever that's done. We eat meat now. We eating that rabbit there. We're not playing games no more. We need to know what is wajib for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Read the real books of the real ulama. The ulama who is called the mujaddids of their ages that they died in. The mujaddids of their age, the khatima of the huffaz, the Hafeedh ibn Hajar al-Asqalani rahimahullah ta'ala. A person says he has a wrong aqeedah, that person is in danger of leaving Islam. Sayyidina from Ahlus Sunnah wal Jamaa'ah, he was a khatima of the huffaz, meaning that he was the seal of the scholars of the hadith who were Hafeedh of the hadith. He was a seal of them. And he was, not only that, he was Amir al-Mu'mineen fil hadith. He was the leader of the faithful in the science of the hadith, meaning that he made a magnum opus book that everyone had to rely on after he died, and there's no way you could be anybody in the hadith if you didn't have his book. That's who he was. He had mistakes in his aqeedah? Really though, please. Imam Nawawi, rahimahullah, having to say his Aqeedah. I brought my computer here. See, wallahi, I wish we had time. I got my computer here just to read y'all the names of some of these books they made and quote-unquote refutation of these ulama. Just so a person can beware. So who are these people? What have y'all wrote? First, bring me a book y'all wrote that is substantial. Then I might possibly believe that y'all know something that y'all talking about. If y'all see that you got the mujaddids of the era on one side, and people who could not even make a tafsir of Quran on the other side, I'm going to say, I think I should go over here. I'm not feeling this side over here. Y'all kind of weak. The names of y'all books got grammatic